What's up everyone, this is Henry and welcome back to the most positive channel on YouTube. Today I want to tell you a little bit about why I am bald and what happened to make me bald at such a young age. My hair loss began in my sophomore year of high school when I was only 16 years old. How I noticed it was every time I would take a shower and wash my hair, I would clean my hair and put the shampoo in it, and then when I would take my hands away, they'd be completely covered in hair. And this was very concerning to me because I could notice that my hair was getting thinner, so I went to see a number of doctors. I saw a dermatologist, I saw a specialist. They thought it might be alopecia, but after running a number of tests, they still were at a loss. So I started using Rogaine, and I used Rogaine for most of my junior year of high school, where the hair stayed in pretty well. The rate that it fell out decreased quite a bit while I was on Rogaine, but then near the end of junior year, even that stopped working, and the hair loss began to accelerate again. At that point, I had begun playing high school football, which meant that I was wearing a helmet for 2 to 3 hours per day. This exacerbated the hair loss, and by the end of the season, my coaches and teammates noticed that they could see my scalp in the back of my head. Some of them thought that I was using steroids because I was already looking like an old man, but I didn't really know what to think. So by the time I graduated from high school, the hairline had receded substantially and the entire back was completely bare. So I get to college and I've got like no hair. I've got a full cul-de-sac developed, and everybody thinks that I'm literally their dad. So the hair kept falling out and kept falling out and kept falling out until finally, about midway through the spring semester of my freshman year, I was in a barber shop with my brother, not getting my hair cut. I was watching my brother get his hair cut, and I turns to the barber and said, "Hey man, how much to turn me into a cue ball?" And he said, $10. So I said, "Done, do it." So he shaved it, and I was a cue ball. And that was about 2 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. And frankly, I really like the look. It's a fresh, clean look. As you can tell, I've spent a lot of time perfecting my strategy for shaving it, and I think it looks great with a beard. So I'm definitely gonna be keeping this look for the indefinite future. So I get to college and I'm almost totally bald my freshman year. Now, this was pretty tough at times, and my nickname was, once again, Dad, my freshman year of college. Everybody thought I was a dad. Everybody thought I was like 26, 27 years old, and it was weird. It was kind of weird, I kind of felt like the odd one out for a while, and it was hard. But then once I shaved it in the spring, that kind of made it not so bad anymore, because it was like I had established a style and I really liked the way it looked. I got made fun of by a lot of people. So I've continued to shave it ever since then. I shave it 3 to 4 times per week, and I love the look. I always tell people, it's like I get a haircut 3 to 4 times per week. It's always looking fresh, I'm always looking good, always looking clean. But I dealt with all the criticism and all of the unkind words from people by just not caring. I just didn't care what other people had to say. I knew that I was gonna go bald. About senior year of high school, it became apparent that it was just regular male pattern baldness, and there was nothing I could do to reverse that except to get hair transplants and start taking medication and buy all this expensive stuff. And I was just like, what's the point? The hair is falling out. It's gonna fall out eventually, so why am I gonna fight nature, So I shaved it, and I'm incredibly happy that I did. And guys, I'm not the only YouTuber that went bald in their early 20s. Jake Paul and Logan Paul both have pretty gnarly receding hairlines. They try their best to hide it, and I'm sure they'll probably be getting some hair transplants in the future, but they've got a pretty apparent receding hairline. So I'm not alone, and if there was just one piece of advice that I would give to any of you out there that went bald at age 16, 17, or 18, it would just be to, 1, shave it as quickly as you can, because I wish I would have shaved it earlier, and 2, just own it. You just gotta own it. Just accept it. I hear of way too many guys that are super self-conscious of losing their hair. They do anything to not lose it. It's like a crisis they have to go through, but I never really went through any kind of a crisis. I just accepted it pretty quick and just shaved it and moved on from it. And honestly, I don't even look back on it now. Anytime anybody ever asks me about it or makes a comment about it, it almost kind of catches me off guard because I think about it so little. So the point of the story is, attitude is everything. I've said that several times before, and I'm gonna say it again. Attitude is everything. So if any of you guys are going through any kind of premature balding and want to share your story, please feel free to leave a comment below and let me know. Let me know your story, and I'd love to talk with you about it because it's a pretty uncommon thing and it can be hard, but it's definitely bearable and it will pass. So I hope everybody out there is doing great, just happy and healthy, just going through this thing that we call life. You know, every day is a new day, no 2 days are the same. It's always a new adventure, and there's just no reason not to be positive and just live in the moment, you know? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would just like to take a moment to thank all of the new subscribers. We have absolutely blown up. I cannot believe it. Like, we have blown up over the last week. I think we've now passed 600 subscribers. What? 600 subscribers. I thought that was gonna take a lot longer than 4 weeks to get to 600 subscribers, but we're already there, and I'm gonna continue to produce content and just put it out there for you guys because I love your faces, as Philly D would say. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.